We've only gotten the 7, the 17 and the 2 of rain. But this Monday morning on our Namibian Food Forest homestead, it's drizzling. Not sure how long it will last, but it's lovely weather. Somewhere in the early morning hours it started to drizzle, and it's only stopped now about 9 o'clock, so the work is starting a bit late for the day. Okay, we got a little bit more than 3. Wow, it was just a drizzle, didn't think it would be so much. Doing some prep work for this construction area. In two minds about what we will do. Putting the lap channels and casting the the clay in place. It is a lot of prep work. Making bricks, that's another option. Still contemplating what exactly we will do here. Not that we can really do much. We need termite clay. Now really, this food forest here is all about sanctuary and preservation. So we got a termite hill just a few feet from there where we need clay. But the hope is that this one will provide Omayova sometime. And so definitely don't want to break this one down. So we will wait. We know we just wait a little bit, and then we might have a tractor available and bring more clay for that project. So that is sometimes why projects stand still, because we play with time, because we don't have money. I think I want to take what I've learned from building that kabashu and apply it here with making casting in place a lot quicker and easier. Kind of automate the process and all that. We need more bricks because this needs to be a brick wall. So Chris, you said you'll send coffees for that cement. So I'm gonna use your cement then for making more bricks and building here. Up to now, I've felt like all the coffees, I've just been spending it on the food forest and the homestead, not really on the home part. So thank you for that. That would kind of be a first then. So yes, we've come from different industries. We have no clue what we're doing. Still learning, but some things I should learn not to take people from YouTube's advice, because things work differently here. It is very dry. Watering the cuttings every day doesn't even guarantee success. So the success rate on these cuttings, plus it was the wrong time of the season, I know it. The right time is now. It's lovely rain, it's overcast for days, and that is the time that's best for cuttings. So I would have liked to get to cuttings today. Unfortunately, there's other work to be done. And here in the dry bush, putting bottles over really seems to work. With all of that said, I really wanted to make this video all about the soil conditions here on the homestead. This is now 3 weeks or so after we sown some seeds. We have some germination, but nothing compared to how much seeds were sown here. I guess the chickens took some, but nothing major that they could have caused. Pumpkins and squashes, they germinated not so well. And so yeah, that is what I wanted to show and capture with this soil conditions, is that the squashes grow very bad in this clay. Some are just little like that. It's looking alright though. But so my first test I did a few years ago, I planted in some sand and it was a major success. But now planting the butternut squash in this clay, it has not turned out as well as I was hoping. Carrying things around, the chickens got in again because the gates are open. So that was block 6. We are at block 5 now. Some of the squashes are doing a lot better here. It is 3 weeks older or so, 2 weeks maybe, but you see some of the leaves are yellow. Yellow leaves, too much water in a sense, but very tiny also and misformed leaves. So yeah, they're not growing as well as they would in compost. But these squashes are just a side hustle. It's more about planting things, growing things here that can change the soil for us. Let's go check block 2 quickly. Some here in block 2 grow well, of course nearby the compost. There's one. And then we got some in the clay, not performing much. For the most part they're just like this. So this is just to see how the soil is for now. And tune back in 2-3 years time. Then we're gonna plant butternut squashes again just here and see how they grow. Hopefully a lot more like this. With all the rain, got to think quick on my feet. It started raining a bit again. So giving the guys work inside. The termites eat my plastic. So the guys are just quickly making a floor here. For Namibians, I guess this is a big deal. For overseas people, not. For us, it's a big deal. We got blackberries. It's something not in the shops here, really. And the rain lilies. Looking good. Here on the side of block 8, some things has been growing nicely. Quite better than what they were growing in block 5 and 6. And the flowers are more. Anyway, so I plant these things and I show you, and then I forget when it gets going to show you the beauty and share the beauty. This apple tree, it's got leaves now, and there's some chia making lots of flowers. These zinnias. So yeah, the apple is happy. More roots in the ground, more sugar, more life. Easy as pie, and it works. Just 2 cans of cement and it's problem solved. Alright, excuse the chaos there in the background. Yes, that is a pair of socks. One of our awesome subscribers, Steve, he made a plan for us. This thing is too rich for my money. So he sponsored us this ball valve and found out for us where we can buy it. I see it's from Kiwiland. The cool thing about this float valve is it's got 2 positions where it gets stuck. So it doesn't just keep floating and wear out that way. It goes down to a level and then it opens up and then it closes until it's down at the level again. So it's got like a double switch mechanism, which hopefully makes it last longer. So yeah, just a small valve thing. The flanges I couldn't find. They don't make them in this part of the world. So we're stuck with 40 millimeters there, even though our pipes are 50 millimeters. So it's ready and taped and ready for install. We'll just wait for the tank to empty, and then Kivit is having the guts. He's having the guts to climb up there, open that tank and get in that tank and screw it in. So yes, thank you very much for solving a big problem for us, Steve. Wow, I appreciate it. And by conjunction, boo appreciate it. Then I have to run around a lot less. So it's time for these guys to start with this. The rain is giving us a break. So let's say this is a before shot at the start of the day, and we'll see how much can get done. The chickens like it. Lots of bugs to scratch out. And the good thing about doing earthworks like this, big, a chicken scratch is not going to make a difference here. They can scratch as much as they want, and I'm not going to care. So yes, when you make small rings around your trees, then the chicken scratch it out of the way, and it's a mess. Anyways, from here it's looking better. So we'll fit 5 rows of smiles in here, it seems. And like here should be one, but this tree is here, and so there won't be one. This is sour plum, Zemenia, the red one. That's got saved. Here was just bushes that we took out. I guess these stumps can come out also. And so the smiles are spaced in a way that, like this is food, that it gets preserved. And on the side, we haven't taken out anything edible yet as far as I know. And unfortunately, this was very hard work. It took 2 days out of a year at separate times to make my sundial. And it's gonna have to get destroyed. But I think it's also served its purpose well. We got the alignment, so we're alright. Small details, lots of cleanup. So we'll make a bush TV in one of these smiles. I'm adding brick force to the bottom layer here. Some places the foundation did crack where Makosa picked up and left off at the end of the day. Having these set out, I can see my plan can change. I wanted to have the road here, but I think I must make the road here, just on the left of that tree, and then we have more space for this block for a market garden. And the plus side of that is, then we don't have to move all this stuff for now. Here's some nice clay, but a different type of clay, not the clay that we can use for building the kitchen, unfortunately. Makosa is quickly cleaning up these door frames, keeping everything contained in this box, all the paint chips. And this amazing invention, the airprune bed. Again, every day something new comes up, and it's becoming really a nice forest full of pecan nut trees. Some moringa too. So we've been commandeered to get more trees going, and got help with the airprune bed box, which we will put there. Very awesome stuff. Thank you very, very much. The chickens didn't play with their chance in the garden today. They were ferocious. Even scrubbed one of these out. Very nearly end of this day. They started with the front row. Some there to the back needs to be done still. That's tomorrow's work. So yes, the flow is much better, and this valve sorted out the problem perfectly. It just isn't closing, so fine-tuning still to be done. Steve, once again, thank you for sorting out our water problems there in the water tank. That's gonna make life so much easier. And yes, stay tuned. I gotta go do something quickly.